Hello again, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all well. Okay, so we're back in Ship Graveyard Simulator 2, and there's been an update to start with. So there's been an update, and for some reason our hammer looks like level 1 again, but it's fine. It's still the maximum one, and yeah, the other tools are all fine. So it's a quality of life update, really, so I don't want to disappoint anyone. So the first thing that you can do is you can disable nighttime, which is a huge improvement. So that's one of the things. Another thing you can do is change the running speed of the character. That's good. Hide heads up display. Let's just have a quick look at that. Right, so that's the wrong way round, but that's fine. So let's really quickly grab a screenshot. So it can be... yeah, that'll do. Right, so that's the thumb done. Okay, sorry about that. It's really unprofessional, isn't it? And also they've got rid of some of the bugs. So I've been given a challenge, and that is to destroy this one with explosives. But so that I didn't go through too much money, what I quickly did was, yeah, off camera, I just completed all the contracts. I've got the money from it already, and I've bought 100 explosives, but we're going to need some more. So let's pop over and buy some more. So 1,500. I don't know whether 100's going to be enough. And I don't want to blow... Cheers, mate. I don't want to blow all the money because obviously there is going to be a bigger update coming soon. So I think what I'm going to do is do it again. And then I can show that the game's a little bit less buggy. So let's scrap that. We've got quite a lot of resources as well because I haven't done the resources. And let's scroll to this one and buy that. So we'll try and quickly get all of the contracts done. It won't take too long. And then, yeah, we'll go through and do some blowy up on it. Anyway, yeah, I hope you've all been well. I hope you've all had a good one. Yeah, it's been a while because I just ran out of things to do on here, really. I completed the game and... yeah, like, because of games that I've really overplayed, like Monbazoo and Car for Sale Simulator and stuff, I try to, yeah, kind of stop when the series should stop now. Right. Okay. So, we'll get some of this stuff. Yeah, it is better, but it's still not perfect the way you pick stuff up on it. So I'll probably pop you on pause in a bit and just go around and get some of this. Right, that's got copper in. Yeah, so the heads-up display, that's the wrong way round. It should be the other way round, but it's not a big issue, is it? And I know that I've got to remove these two. So let's quickly cut that out. And toss that over the side. Yeah, so if you haven't seen any of my episodes on this before, this is the biggest ship, and the idea of the game is to just, you know, go round, destroy everything. The big stuff needs to be taken away by this crane, and I called him John. And, yeah, and then once you've completed the contracts, which are up here, you can go and claim the money. Or you can take the ship right down to the ground so there's just nothing left. And I think I did that with all of the ships in the series. So yeah, if you wanted to go back through and see that kind of gameplay, please feel free. Right, what else do we need? So a lot of this stuff is just inside, just laying around. So we'll cut these out. And then when John's free, we can keep sending him across. There he is. Yeah, it's been quite a while since I played this. I haven't got anything against the game. Obviously, it is a little bit buggy, but they are working on it, so that's a good thing. And sometimes when you used to throw the boxes, they used to miss, so that hasn't happened so far, which is good. Okay, so we do need to get down here. And I need to get rid of these. And turn this electric off. So I have just done this, so it's kind of cheating. Because I know what to do. Right, and we need to get rid of this one as well. Is it coming across? I just don't know. Right, we'll take that box too. Yeah, there's something else in the game as well, and it reminded me of something years ago, so when we get to that, I'll tell you all about it. Right, I don't think he... No. We need to get rid of this as well, so close the valve, so we don't get an explosion, and cut this out. Okay, we can't hoist this out yet, because I still need to take that bit out. That's fine, it won't take long. Yeah, well, I've just done it. I'll be able to speed through this fairly quick. Because even though I am a bit of a moron, not too much of a moron. Right. There goes my monetization. That's false advertising, saying that I'm not that much of a moron. Right, that. And out we go. Oh, that's a shame. I can't pick that up. So, that's got copper in. And we need copper for one of the contracts. Okay. Oh, come on now. Okay. Throw that down. And then we need to take this down. And we don't need what's in this. So I'll just let that get destroyed. I know there's copper in there, but I'll just do it the same way as I did it last time and we'll be fine. Okay. Nice. Okay, pick that up and we need the alloy. And John should be able to take this now. Thanking you. Right, so 236, so let's go back up. Get rid of this. Yeah, sorry if this is a little bit jarring, but I don't want to spend too long in this moment, because otherwise it will go over 20 episodes. But yeah, so we've got 200 explosives on us at the moment. I don't know where we're keeping them, but yeah, sometimes it's best to just not ask questions, isn't it? Right, okay, so that's that done, and next off we need to get that out, but let's quickly go in here. There's some stuff we need in this bit. Yes, so this is one of the things that I think has been added to the game. That little bit on each of the beds. And it reminded me of many, many years ago. I was doing a job and I had to stay in hotels fairly often. And I had a really good boss. And basically he gave me an amount per day when I was staying in the hotels. And it was a good amount. It wasn't like you couldn't afford to stay in the Ritz. But you were allowed to spend the money as you please. So if you wanted a kind of budget hotel and make a little bit of extra money kind of thing, you could do that. Or if you wanted a luxury hotel, you could do that. And yeah, so most of the time, because I found out that that job wasn't going to last too long, most of the time I got the cheapest hotel possible, and it was in the very early days of TripAdvisor, so there weren't really review sites for hotels, not that I knew of anyway. It was a long time ago, so it was kind of hit and miss. I think I used to use booking.com or hotels.com to book the places, but yeah, reviews weren't like they are now. And yeah, so I was in this hotel, or I was booked into this hotel that was in Bournemouth, and it was very, very cheap. But even if something's cheap, like, you expect, yeah, kind of reasonable standards, don't you? And yeah, so I got there, and I'd had quite a bad journey, so it was down to Bournemouth, and I can't remember where I started from, but yeah, it was quite a bad journey, and it was a Lexus, and, well, older now, Lexus RX something, and because the speed of the traffic, the fuel consumption on it was absolutely terrible. My boss did used to drive them cars sometimes, and I didn't want him getting in and seeing that it had done like 4 miles per gallon, so I was really stressed about it. I was really stressed out, slow moving traffic and all that, and I thought I was going to be late as well, but I wasn't at all. Anyway, oh yeah, and there was a weird noise that developed in the Lexus, and that Lexus was so reliable and everything, I thought I broke it. So things weren't going well. Turned up at the hotel, booked myself in, and it was a very young girl working there, like 17, 18, and I was probably only 19 actually, but yeah, she was a bit kind of common, and yeah, she was quite interested with her phone rather than dealing with people. Anyway, she'd obviously been told to, like, be nice to customers, so all I was only staying there for one day, all I had was a backpack, and she wouldn't take no for an answer. She wanted to carry it to the room, so I just had a backpack, and it was a little bit embarrassing because there were a few bowls of beer in there, so it was like jingling around, so it looked like I was an alcoholic. I shouldn't have done that. And yeah, when we got to the room, she showed me where the bathroom was, and kind of was standing outside the door pointing in as if she wanted me to come in, and I said, yeah, that's great, thanks. And then she kind of frowned at me in a really awkward way, and I thought, well, I'm not going to, like, it's a tiny little bathroom, I'm not going to come in there with you. And I said, that's fine, I've stayed in loads of hotels before. And she went, fine. And then, yeah, so she left. I put my bag down, and as soon as I put the bag down, I realised that the room hadn't been cleaned. And I thought, no, like, I've had it bad, I can't stay like this. So I put my bag down, and I was going to go straight back out and get some food. But yeah, I thought maybe once I go and get some food, they can have it sorted. So I went back out to the reception with my bag on, and I said, I don't think my room's been cleaned. And she said, yeah, it has. And I said, I really don't think it has. And I said, I'm going out now, so is there any chance someone would just pop in and just have a look? And she went, no, show me. So there was literally a stain on the bed, and when I first walked in, I thought I could smell something as well, but yeah, it was urine. And yeah, when she walked in, she said, what's the problem? And I pointed at the bed, and she said, what is it? And I said, well, I think it's piss. And she went, ugh. And she looked at me as if I'd done it. And I said, well, obviously I haven't done it. It's not mine, is it? I said, whoever stayed here before obviously wasn't that happy. But my goodness. So I was meant to be going straight out to get some food, just to kind of get away from the place. Yeah, fill myself up and then like get ready for going to sleep. And it really stressed me out. But she said, right, I'll be back in a minute. And where she said she was going to be back in a minute, I couldn't just bugger off. So I just sat there on the edge of the like desk thing, and then yeah, when she got back, she had some bedding and asked me to change it, and I said, I'm not going to do that. I said, like, it's not ideal, but there's a Lexus sitting out the front, I can just sleep in my boss's Lexus and just get my money back. I said, I'm not prepared to sleep in that, and I'm not prepared to change the bed myself. And so she actually tutted and sighed and started doing it. And I said, have you not got any gloves you could put on or something? And she said no. And I thought, right, whatever, I'm going. So I buggered off, went and got some food, sorted myself out, and I was gone for probably about 3 hours. Not even exaggerating, because I didn't want to go back. So I just went for a little walk. And when I got back, the bed had been changed, and it been done like really half-assed. Like it wasn't taut or anything like that. And I just thought, whatever. Oh my goodness. And then it began, didn't it? So yeah, I went and had a shower, dried myself off, needn't have. Went to get into the bed, and the mattress is sodden, and it is like still soaked. So I went down to reception, still her working. Well, that's not ideal, is it? Still her working, and I said, madam, the mattress, it's soaked, and even the bottom sheet was like absorbing it. And yeah, she was quite abrupt and threw the pen that she'd been doodling with on the desk and just walked off, but like in a place I couldn't go. And I thought, what do I do now then? And I was literally just standing there, no one at the desk. Oh my goodness. So in the end, I just went and got my bag and yeah, went and napped in the car. And it had blacked out windows at the back, so it wasn't that bad anyway, but I couldn't sleep in there, and I'd had a shower. Anyway, in the morning, I woke up and you had to give your keys in. And obviously, I still had the keys just in case I wanted to go in and use the toilet or whatever. I went in, bloke on the counter now, and he said, morning. And he was really, really like good at customer service. So I said morning, and I said, I'm just handing my keys back in. And he said, oh, I didn't see you go out. You must have gone out early. And I said, well, yeah, there was some problems last night and I didn't want to stay in my hotel room. And my goodness. So he was the owner. He was absolutely gutted. And yeah, he obviously offered me a refund straight away. And he asked about the member of staff. And I said, well, she wasn't the friendliest. And I said, and what really got me was she tutted. And I'm not a grass. She tutted and she'd asked me to change it. And I said, if she doesn't want this job, I'm sure many other people do. But yeah, I said, I think she definitely needs more training. It was the bloke's daughter. So yeah, that was awkward. But back then, YouTube wasn't as big as it was. But I was considering starting up a channel where I just went round and reviewed hotels. And I think I would have really liked it because lots of the hotels that I've stayed in since, like, they've had really bad reviews, but they've been absolutely fine. And it's just one disgruntled person putting a terrible, terrible review out. And, yeah, unfortunately, it affects the whole business. Or it's just one member of staff giving a really bad experience. Because if I hadn't have kept the key and had just handed it in, yeah, the night that I first arrived, there's no way I'd ever go back to that hotel. And if it was ever mentioned, I'd say, nope, avoid at all cost. But it was just that one member of staff who was, yeah, just not doing her job properly. But my goodness. Yeah, but some of the hotels, like, were just ridiculous. They really, really were. But yeah, that would be quite a good YouTube channel, I think. But I'm sure it's already been done now. Right. So what else do we need? Wood desk. My goodness, it's been 19 minutes already. I'm going to pop you on pause, get some of the other bits, and then, yeah, we'll just go for it with explosives. But I think I'm going to need a lot more, because all of this is going to need doing. All of that. I think it's going to be hundreds and hundreds of explosives needed. Right. Back soon. Okay, so I've completed all the contracts now. off camera. I thought I'd just get that done because otherwise this episode's going to be about 7 hours long. So let's quickly go and claim them. Right, so... Okay, so 4,600. The ship cost us 2 grand. So we've got quite a lot of money now. I think we're going to need a lot more explosives. I think this is going to be a lot more difficult than I would have thought. But yeah, thank you for this challenge, Jonathan. I really do appreciate it. Right, so obviously we have got quite a lot of stock there. And I think the best way of doing this is just going around like a maniac. Yeah, placing these. Let's just check something. Right, good. So that's still a thing. You can't place more than 1 explosive yet. So that helps us out. That means that I won't be putting too many down. And I don't know how good this is going to be in the way of accuracy, because obviously if I miss a couple, I'm screwed, aren't I? Oh, so this is going to be tense. Yeah, you've been on pause for quite a while. I'm ashamed to admit that did actually take a lot longer than I thought it would. But yeah, like thinking back to hotels, it was a weird experience sometimes. And one of the other hotels I stayed in, there was a cupboard in the corner, and where I never used to stay in them for long, I didn't really like explore or anything. It was just somewhere for me to sleep and wash and then get up again in the morning and go. And yeah, one of the places that I stayed, there was this cupboard in the corner and I thought nothing of it, but yeah, about I don't know 6 o'clock in the evening or something, there was a knock on the door and I'm just sitting there without a top on, so I quickly jumped up, put a top on, answered the door, and it was one of the cleaners. And she said, "You all right there? Is it all right if I just pop in and get something?" And I said, "Yeah, okay." And I just stood to the side, and the cleaning cupboard was in my room. And it was just weird. So she opened it up, and there was just all this cleaning stuff. I think she might have used a key to get in it. I think it was a locked room. But why would you have that in one of the guest rooms? It's just very bizarre. And yeah, like she got a hoover out and some like little trolley thing with all cleaning stuff on, topped it up, and I'm just like, yeah, stood there really awkwardly because I didn't want to sit on the bed because it's a bit like uncomfortable, and if you're just doing your job and there's a man just sitting on the bed. So, yeah, I just kind of stood there all awkwardly. There was no desk or chair or anything that I could sit on. And, yeah, waited for her to get the stuff. And I didn't want to kind of get into conversation either. It was just very, very awkward that was in my room. Bugger it. Yeah, this is going to be difficult. So, I think what I'm going to do is 200 explosives. And just kind of see what happens. Yeah, because I have to get all the floors through here as well. My goodness, this is quite the challenge. It's going to take hundreds. Yeah, and also, where I was driving someone else's cars, he only had nice cars. So, yeah, obviously back then the Lexus was quite posh as well. But yeah, he only had nice cars, and I think when some members of staff saw the car that I pulled up in, they thought that they had to treat me different. But I hate that. I hate someone treating me like acting, like just I'm a human being. And unless someone's doing a really admirable job that doesn't pay enough, like a nurse, for instance, they don't deserve any extra respect. Or if, yeah, like a veteran or something, then, yeah, obviously treat them with a bit more respect, but not just someone who's driving a posh car, because they're probably an arse, in my opinion. Like, them driving that car probably means that they're not paying their staff very well. But to be fair, that boss that I had, one of the best bosses that I ever had. And sometimes they used to book the hotel for me. Like if I was driving somewhere far away, they'd book the hotel and just text me the details, and they never used to scrimp. Yeah, I was respected there. But yeah, it's a shame that I couldn't just carry on working there. Still be there now. Okay. Yeah, no, pretty good as well, because sometimes I used to say, I'll go into reception, and if the car park was quite kind of narrow, I'd say to them, I'm not driving my car, I'm driving my boss's car, and he's very, very overprotective. So, is there any chance I could park in the disabled bay? I'd be really polite about it, and they'd know that I wasn't bragging or anything like that. Because if someone scratched my boss's car, he would murder them. And yeah, it wouldn't be him as he was murdering them. It would just be an automatic reaction. So yeah, most of them were quite good with that kind of thing. And obviously if someone needed the space, I would have moved it and probably just guarded it with my life. Right, so I think this floor is done, and we've only got 52 charges left. So this is going to cost a lot of money as well, isn't it? This is going to cost a hell of a lot of money. I think I'm going to have to change this challenge a little bit. We still need £2,000 left. So, what I'll do, I'll weigh in the stuff that we've got. So, that's over here. Hello, mate. Don't worry, I'll put these away. Alright, geezer. Yeah, so it's only £1,000. Yeah, we'll weigh it all in. Cheers, mate. And we've got a little bit left on the truck. See you later. Hello, buddy. Right. Yeah, I think we're going to need at least 300 more. So we'll get 400. Cheers, mate. I appreciate it. Where are you keeping all this stuff? Don't smoke, will you? Yeah, it was quite funny, though, because I remember once I was in a... I think it was a Porsche Cayenne Turbo. And, yeah, so I pulled up, parked up. The spaces were big enough to not worry about it too much. And I'm not bragging, by the way, so I'd never be able to afford one of them. But yeah, pulled up, parked up, all done, and yeah, went into the lobby bit to get my room key, and the people in front of me gave me a dirty look as if I was a criminal. They hadn't seen what car I'd pulled up in, but they gave me this dirty look because they didn't trust me, and the bloke moved a bag as if I was going to take it. So I do look a little bit like a criminal, admittedly. But yeah, he moved the bag as if I was going to take it. And yeah, treated me like a criminal straight off the bat. And I thought, you absolute idiot. Like, I've got no intention to steal anything off anyone. Not being funny, if Elon Musk dropped his wallet, he wouldn't be getting it back if I witnessed it. So if you're watching Musk, yeah, be careful around Jolly. But yeah, he wouldn't get it back, and I'd keep some for myself and give some to charity, genuinely, so that I didn't feel as bad. But yeah, so this bloke moved his bag, and then in the morning, obviously everyone checks out roughly the same time in a hotel, and in the morning he's walking across the thing with his wife or whatever she was, and yeah, came out the door, and then he goes and gets in a Ford Focus. I go and get in a Porsche Cayenne Turbo. And yeah, I made sure to unlock it as I was walking towards it, and the look on his face, like, never judge a book by its cover, pretty much. Yeah, but he was gutted, and his wife saw as well. But yeah, that was quite a funny moment. So it did have its perks. Another time I was in a petrol station. I've said about this on another series, and yeah, there was a bloke in front of me in the queue, and this definitely was the Cayenne. And instead of saying, pump number 3, please, or whatever, he went, it's the Range Rover. And he said it really loud so everyone heard. And then there's me in the queue behind him, but there's 2 tills. So when the till next to him was free, got called across, went across, and I said, it's the Porsche Cayenne on pump number 6, please. Or whatever it was. And my goodness, he felt like a tiny little man at that point. Some shabby looking bloke. And he did check as well. He made sure that there was actually a Porsche Cayenne out there. Right. Yeah, we're going to have to do this in stages, I think, because this is going to take so long. And I seem to remember it kind of broke the game before when I did this. And I think to improve retention a little bit, I'm going to have to do a lot of this off camera. Oh my. Back to these days. I don't think I needed one there, but better safe than sorry, I suppose, isn't it? Bugger, we've got all this crap in here as well, haven't we? So I've got to get down there and do the floor. My goodness, John. Oh. I mean, it's going to be a spectacle. Definitely. And it is a good challenge, I've got to admit. It's just going to nearly kill me, isn't it? Okay. I don't want to jump down there. Right. Down a floor. I thought it was in there. Okay. Well. So, I think this floor will go. Let's just double check over this side as well. I want to get it right if I can, obviously. Yeah, no, I haven't done any of this floor yet. Okay. Yeah, and saying about, like, treating people differently as well, I'd always prefer that people just acted exactly how they are in real life when they're dealing with me. Even if they're, yeah, like, well, definitely if they're not from a posh background, because I'm not. I never used to put on a posh voice or whatever when I was dealing, like, front of house stuff. Never, because it's just not me. I don't want to act when I'm working. I just want to be able to do my job. Same as on YouTube. So lots of YouTubers, obviously it does get them lots of views and stuff, but lots of YouTubers put on a voice and do an act and everything. No, not for me. I'd rather just be myself. It's much easier than trying to be someone else. Right, so we'll take that out as well, just in case. I hope these do double. Right. My goodness, this is going to be quite the thing, isn't it? And it's like some people round celebrities as well. So where I used to work in security, I've met a few celebrities and I don't act any different. Like, I've never been starstruck as far as I'm aware. But yeah, I don't act any different because it's awkward for them as well. But some celebrities expect you to, yeah, treat them with so much more respect and everything. And yeah, you're not going to get it off jolly. If they don't know me, why the hell should I know them? Okay, and just in case, Yeah, I didn't need to put 2 down there. Oh, I don't know whether I'm just wasting these. Definitely wasted that one. Yeah, it's like sometimes celebrities used to try and skip the queue. And I'm not going to say any names, but I told one I was going to search them if they kept on trying to skip the queue before. And yeah, the look on his face. Because I was saying you're acting suspicious and you're not being a very good role model. And lots of the kind of celebrities that I used to meet weren't real celebrities. Like, they were these 15-minute ones. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to pop you on pause because this is going to take bloody ages. I'll do the best I can, I promise. So I'll try and make this all go right. Right, why is that allowing me to... Right, okay, because it's that side. So that shouldn't affect us. Okay, I'll be back for you in just a moment. I don't believe this. I just pressed the wrong button. I really don't believe that just happened. Oh, I picked up some stuff because I couldn't see what I was doing. And instead of doing that, I detonated it. I haven't got time to Alt F4 and do that again. What an absolute fool. And an absolute foolish error. I was going to say something up, but I'll try and keep this family friendly. Even though I'm whinging like a proper old man today. Oh, I thought I'd just done it again. Well, at least not too much fell. This has taken me a long time to record this because obviously I had to earn some money before I started. But as for the update, yeah, the update has helped. But in the pause time that I had, we did encounter that thing where the tools wouldn't work. And I had to... I couldn't just teleport, that didn't help. I had to come out of the game and then come back in. This might not even work because of the sides being on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I've bitten off more than I can chew here. Oh, I'm so disappointed in myself now. I am genuinely sorry that I did that. I'm gutted. I was just doing that because I couldn't see what I was doing. There was a lot more than that on the floor. But yeah, I couldn't see what I was doing. Went to throw it, pressed the wrong button. Boom. Don't do it again. Such a shame. And it's going to look so staged now as well. It's going to look like I just gave up. Can we even get upstairs anymore? Let's go and see the damage, literally. Oh. Right. Well, I'm glad that it's still standing. There's a song there. Yeah, I'm glad that it's still standing because then that doesn't mean that it's completely ruined. Yeah, not all celebrities were like that though. So some of the celebrities that I dealt with would stand in queue and yeah, even when a colleague would try and bring them forward, they'd be like, no, don't do that. And they'd just be standing there talking to members of the public, which, yeah, I think is honourable because some of them really do get above themselves, don't they? Right, okay. They think that they're some kind of superhero just because they've been in a film or on a series or something. You're not, mate. You're not. You were just lucky. Oh, we're going to have to come down into that one. So that's got a couple of engines in. Come on, don't get stuck now. I think what I should probably do... Oh, no, this is the bloody... Oh, this is the tanker bit. So, are these done? Yes. So they're done above us. Oh, God, I know I'm going to miss some. This is going to be so difficult. But the gist of it, and the amount of time I've spent on it, surely that compensates a little bit. I can't cut the welds because then the sides will fall a little bit. And it won't look so good. And yeah, if I'd have Alt F4'd out of the game so it didn't save, it wouldn't have helped. Oh no, why can I put them up there? Okay, I obviously didn't go all the way to the back then. Oh my goodness, Jonathan. I still like you, don't worry. I got a challenge before. I can't remember what one it was, but I got a challenge before. And my goodness, it was a killer. It was an absolute killer. And it took so long. So I kept having to pause what I was doing, working, but leaving the game running. I can't even remember what game it was. Yeah, leaving the game running. And I had to go into my Windows settings and go onto a separate audio profile so that yeah, the client couldn't hear that the game was running, and my computer started running like a dog, and I just blamed it on a Windows update or something and got away with it. Because obviously my clients don't know that I'm a loser on YouTube. Right, okay, we are getting somewhere now. I might not actually need to take these side ones out, but I'm going to anyway, because we've got quite a few left. I keep thinking that I'm going to press the wrong button again. So the likelihood of this working, I'd say, is about 25%, but as you can see, I have tried. I'm not purposely getting it wrong. I'm pretty sure the top will go, and it will be quite an impressive explosion. I doubt I needed to do that. Oh my goodness, this is scary. Yeah, in one of the events I went to, some of the people turned up early, and they turned up. So basically it was being set up, but they still needed security to close the area off. So I was there just doing kind of control, and I had a radio, and a fairly well-known celebrity turned up, and yeah, immediately said, where can I get some food? So no instruction or anything. And I said, well, first off, I'm going to need to see some kind of pass. So obviously the celebrity's got passes. And they said, do you know who I am? And I said, no, sorry, no idea. And I did, but I didn't want to give them that satisfaction. And yeah, they fiddled around in their bag and found the pass and said, is that enough? And I said, yeah, that should do. And I like held the card up and pretended that I was checking that it was actually them. And yeah, anyway, so I was winding them up a little bit. And yeah, when they, like when I said, yep, yeah, you're good to go in, they immediately asked where they could get some food. And there was a tiny little burger van that they'd authorised to be in there for staff, because there was still people setting up like riggers and all that kind of stuff, setting stuff up. And we're going to have to go in this building, or this part of the thing. And so it was mainly for the workers and stuff. And I knew that there was somewhere that the celebrities could get food away from poverty people. And obviously I didn't tell them. And I said, there's a burger van over there. And the look on their face. And they said, is there anywhere that we can eat around that you can recommend? And I said, I'm not from this area. And yeah, that gave me quite a lot of pride saying that. And just like making them feel like they've got to eat with the normal people. Even though I knew that there was a bit that us normal people weren't allowed in. Come on. So, yeah, we are actually going to go for it now. So, let's try and get up there again. And, yeah, so fingers crossed. So, as you can see, I have tried, I promise. So, if this goes wrong, I am genuinely gutted. Right. 3, 2, 1. My goodness. Nothing's happened. Nothing. Has it? Nothing at all. Ned Flanders. Absolutely flipping nothing. Well, now Jolly is gutted. Gutted and a half. Why didn't it fall? Oh no, oh no, Jolly's gonna have a mental breakdown. And I'm in a stress because I'm thinking about that celebrity. Oh, is it that? It could be anything though, couldn't it? Let's be honest. No, it shouldn't be that. I think it should have gone. It shouldn't be these either. Because they're cut. You joking me? My goodness, we're at 47 minutes. What's the thumbnail going to be? What's the title of this video going to be? Epic fail. Jolly tried to do something clever. Jolly tried to use brain. I'm not doing great with recording today, so I recorded something earlier where I was a doctor. So, a new game. Yeah, and Jolly was a doctor, and it was probably the worst game I've ever played in my life, if I'm honest. Yeah. But I had to do a review on it, and you know Jolly can't lie. Because I wouldn't want someone buying a game thinking that it was good just because I'd said it was. Oh, so yeah, the developer's going to be really dissatisfied with my review, but what can I do? I'm not going to go around lying. Oh, what a bugger. It's going to be some really broken physics. I don't think it's that. And now what do I do? Because I can't pop you on pause because I won't unlock it in time. So let's just... Oh god, the mess. So I think what I'm probably going to do is make no mention of this. in the title. Absolutely none. What's this? Oh, you flipping idiot, Jolly. You absolute moron. What's all this? It's going to be this, isn't it? If it's this, I'm going to have to go and lay down and cry for a bit. Yes, I forgot about this bit, didn't I? I said I'm going to have to get in there, and then I didn't get in there. Oh, Jolly. Never fail to disappoint. So, at this point, I'm emotional. For a start. Why is that still there? What are you doing? What are you trying to do to me? Oh, I know I'm carrying too much. Oh god, how many buttons can I press that are wrong? Okay. That. Is it this whole side? No, that side's gone. Okay. So let's try... Oh no, Jolly's going to make himself look like even more of a moron. He's going to get all this wrong now as well. And we've only got 100 explosives left. God, I should have just kept moaning about celebrities. I should have done some name shame. I wonder how much trouble I'll get in for doing that. Loads, I imagine. And obviously I couldn't prove it, because back then we didn't have body cameras or anything like that. So it was just your word against theirs. And yeah, trust me, some people really use that to their advantage. It's disgusting. Right. Oh, I can't get through there. So I've got to go all the way around. Come on. Easy. Easy, Jolly. I don't think it's going to be that. I don't really think it's going to be these either. Right, so there's a charge there. What's going on with this floor? Oh, I just can't even see what I'm doing. I can't even remember what I'm doing. I don't even know who I am. Do you know who I am? Cringe-worthy. Okay, well... Oh, it's pointless. But let's just go and see what this does. I really, like, success rate... 4%. Oh. Come on now, please. Driving Johnny berserk. Okay. Right, let's just do it. Okay, sorry everyone, but I can't carry on. Oh, there's no health in the game. Yeah, I don't think this is possible. Truly, I'm sure it's not them. It's going to be something really wonky like this or something, but the more I spend, the more work I'm going to have to do off camera when the next update comes, because obviously I need to be able to afford the next ship, and I don't know how much that's going to cost. So I know this is really, really disappointing, but sometimes it's good to know when to just quit, and because of my mental health, I think it's probably about time that I wrap this one up. I've spent a lot of money and time in this episode trying to get it right, and I've failed miserably. So yeah, I am genuinely sorry everyone, but especially Jonathan, I just can't do it, mate. Can't do it. I tried really hard. So how many explosives have we got left? 56. So I'd already bought 100. So we've done, yeah, 500 explosives in this episode, and it's still standing. So I'm going to leave it here. So thanks for joining me, everyone. I do really appreciate each and every view. And if you've liked this, please feel free to join me in something else. So cheers, everyone, and bye for now.
Platform 17 for the 1832 Southend service to Brighton, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Baldcombe, Haywards Heath, Wivelsfield, Burgess Hill,